getting a weekly close above the close open over here from August. So mid-August close open on the weekly. If we had closed above there on this past weekly candle, which closed at 24,281, which is of course lower than the 24,316 that we have from the actual highs of the range, then technically you're looking for continuation to around the wicks and past them. In this case, we're finding that weekly as pretty strong resistance. Does not mean that it cannot push through in this weekly candle. So we do have to be aware of that. Now, weekly continuation of uptrend here, of expansion in this case. We're looking at any closures above 25,300 is where the second standard deviation is here. Of course, that is above the wick high here at 25,256 and the wick high over here of 25,214. So if we do see dailies above there, we're looking for continuation. If we see a weekly above the second standard deviation, we're again looking for continuation. And that continuation would be up to around the 26.5 to $27,000 initially, and then we come back to it later. As you can see, we could even throw wicks up to that third standard deviation. It's pretty rare unless we're in a very powerful trending move, which, to be fair, this is coming off a higher low on the weekly. So that is possible. Now, we need to see a weekly close for me to not, I wouldn't say bear market is over by any stretch of the imagination, but for continuation, we need to see a weekly close above $24,316.71 here, according to the Coinbase chart. That's where I'm looking for big bad moves up to around that $28,000 to $30,000. We come back to it from there because the next area to the upside is about 32.5 to around the lows over here. It's like 31.7, 31.8 area. And then possibly we start looking at the mid-30s after that. But nothing like that is going to happen. In fact, it becomes very bearish if this does get rejected here, as we would start to see. We can see BBWP is also kind of lurching over here. So BBWP expansion would still be to the upside because we're in the stronger half of the Bollinger Bands on the weekly here. But if we do see BBWP get under the moving average here, what we'll see is the slowing of that expansion, and we'll start seeing the third, second, and first standard deviations start to all contract into each other while the 20 simple or the basis rises. So that is something to be aware of. But nothing's happening until Bitcoin, breaks out on a weekly at least above 24,316, and more importantly, for continuation, needs to get above that 25,300. That's the only way that I'm looking for further upside here.